perhaps I could just read you. Oh, you're going to love the sentences. Here's the preface, the very first sentence. There is no country where there are so many people asking what is proper to do, or indeed where there's so many genuinely anxious to do the proper thing, as in the vast conglomerate which we call the United States of America. The newness of our country is perpetually renewed by the sudden making of fortunes, but by the absence of a hereditary reigning set. There is no aristocracy here which has the right and title to set the fashions. So she sees that, of course, as a really problem, which she sets out to remedy with her book. You know, okay, so it's all legitimate, you know. Here's perhaps you'd like to hear just a few of the chapters. All right. Visiting. Invitations, acceptances, and regrets. Oh, I have an entire chapter on cards. Cards of compliment, courtesy, condolence, and congratulation. Do you like my bit of alliteration? Thank you very much. The etiquette of weddings. Oh, a whole chapter on who pays for the cards. You know, it's a tricky subject. Weddings after Easter, summer weddings, autumn weddings, before the wedding and after, gold, silver, and tin weddings. She's got this funny thing about golden weddings where you really shouldn't celebrate them. It's like, you know, if you had a great marriage, it makes other people feel bad, and if you had a bad marriage, it makes you feel bad. Okay, the etiquette of balls, letters and letter writing, chaperones and their duties, etiquette for elderly girls, etc., etc. Summer dinners, how to set the dinner table in November, supper parties, small talk, garden parties, floral tributes. Oh, honestly, it just goes on and on. How to treat English people. House with one servant. House with two servants. House with many servants. Those were 3 separate chapters. Okay, so the idea is someone asks a question, you know, like someone has written in.
How do you raise children?
Yeah, exactly. And of course the questions have to be. So, when should a lady first call upon a new and desirable acquaintance?
I was going to ask that.
Oh, thank you. So ask it again.
When should a lady call upon a new and desirable acquaintance?
Not hastily. No. She should have met the new and desirable acquaintance, should have been properly introduced, should feel sure that her acquaintance is desired. Okay. But anyway, some of them are just, I don't know where to begin because it's so funny.
Just go to the back.
And
Just
so,
flip.
oh, here's the one on golden weddings. Yes, there was one on bonnet. Should you wear bonnets or caps or something? She's like, you know, unhesitatingly bonnets. You know, she's just there's such authoritativeness to all of this. Okay. One about cutting the finger out of the glove so you can put the ring on it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is the one about the golden wedding. Golden weddings are apt to be sad. Yes, well, it's not well for the old to keep anniversaries. Perhaps you and Fred ought to consider this, but too many ghosts come to the feast. Still, if people are happy enough to wish to do so, there can be no harm in it. Their surroundings may possibly surpass their fondest dreams, but as it regards themselves, the contrast is painful. They have little in common with bridal joys, and unless it is the wish of some irrepressible descendant, few old couples care to celebrate the golden wedding, save in their hearts. Now let me explain why. If they have started at the foot of the ladder and have risen, they may not wish to remember their early struggles. Painful, you know. If they have started high and have gradually sunk to poverty or ill health, they certainly do not wish to photograph those better days by the fierce light of an anniversary. It is only the very exceptionally good, happy, and serene people who can afford to celebrate a golden wedding. Okay, turn it off. And the